Get yourself a pickle. Get yourself a boot. Joey brings it bigger than booze out. Pickle time is happening.
I didn't think I'd see you so, Spoon. What movie's that from?
Austin Powers.
You're close. Mystery Men.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Labatt's Blue. Light. When are you traipsing off to get married?
We are recording on Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
I leave on Heidi and I leave on Friday.
And it's a ceremony being performed by a witch doctor or a
Close to it.
Shaman.
Close. A shaman's apprentice.
Oh, that's good.
Shaman Light. Yeah.
Else?
Yeah. So we get married on the 10th. But I'm not supposed to say anything because
of October?
Of November. I'm not supposed to say because Heidi's like, you can't say over the internet that you're not going to be home.
Oh, okay. Wait,
you know what I mean?
Leaving like next week and you're going to be gone for 2 months?
Yeah.
Really?
Something like that. Yeah.
What?
No.
Oh.
Yeah.
What? Joe, we have a podcast.
We come back after Christmas. We're going to camp from now until Christmas.
Uh-huh. Don't bring anything to trim that beard. I want to see a full Santa Claus beard. And also,
Sucker beat here.
Who's shaving your head? I want to see horseshoe.
Horseshoe that's going to be a mud flap.
All right. They call that a skull.
People will be like, oh my gosh, she has like awesome locks. And then I'll be like, boop, boop.
I believe this is a great idea.
Dude, if I grew this out, this grows fantastic.
Yeah, do it.
I
feel like you should, Joe.
All grow like a skullet.
Uh-huh.
Oh.
Can you wear a hat at work? Just wear a policeman hat. And just wear it to bed. She won't know.
I can.
And I say
or
policeman
if I get like
hat
a Gallagher.
Because you like the village people, and that's the one you emulate.
Yeah. Or the construction worker.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah. And then I was going to do, for Halloween, I was going to go as Gallagher. And then I can just have the hair coming out of the hat.
You got to shave it down to a mustache, don't you?
Oh, yeah. So I won't go as Gallagher.
Dang it.
Danged nabbit.
Danged nabbit. Dang me. Dang me.
Do we want to jump into this on the freebie or the paid?
I think we have to talk about it on the
freebie.
Yeah, because that's where we talked about it last week.
Yeah,
and that's where that's where people got upset.
They did get upset.
Well, one guy
got upset at you. They got upset with me. You got upset with me.
I'm not really upset with you.
After our lawyers figured everything out, we decided to jump on here and record again.
Yeah.
What's weird
they sorted it out. We're just doing this for the $200 that we make a month.
So what we're doing is me and you, because we're fighting over this whole thing, we're not even talking to each other right now. I'm actually recording my part.
Right. And then I pretend.
I had to send it to my lawyer, who sent it to your lawyer, and now you are interacting with just all of this. I'm just, as a comedian says, riffing.
Yeah.
I'm just riffing.
Yeah.
And then you're, so I'm like, hey, how was your day today? And then I give you ample time.
Yeah.
So this is not us bantering. This is me recording, and then you're adding your part in.
And I'm reading, you have a script that was transcripted of what
from Hebrew.
Of what you said from Hebrew. And then I have an actor off camera here that is reading your lines.
A stunt double.
Mm-hmm. But
Brad Pitt.
they have
your stunt
luxurious
double.
hair. Luxurious.
Who do you think you are, Brad Pitt? Bum, bum, and out now. Boom. Bum, bum, and out now.
Is that Brooks and Dunn? What is happening?
You nailed it. You nailed it. First one, buddy.
Thanks, man.
Nailed it.
But
Nailed it.
What? So anyway, what is happening? You read the dialogue. Oh, Lord Jesus.
Grim just tried to type.
He attacked
Grim,
the podcast.
Grim just tried to type a look at this guy. Look at this guy.
I think
he just decided.
He saw me and wanted kisses. You want kisses, buddy?
Yeah. Grim, look up here, Grim.
Grimmy.
Yeah. All right. So let's get back to the meat and potatoes here.
So people got upset about our last podcast. There were some harsh things said by who I can only think is Agatha. They were like, he has trisomy of some sort or something. What did that guy say?
He called you a special needs.
Yeah, there you go.
And that fired some people up because obviously that's hitting below the belt, right? Like, call us morons, call us dorks, call us all that stuff. But like when you gotta like when you're like pulling out like special needs, that's like on par with like saying like, I hope so and so gets AIDS and dies.
Yeah, but
you know, like why are we getting that personal?
I do have special needs, and really, what it is I need to be embraced by a couple of large women at one time. That is my need. A couple of them, very breasty. Is that a thing? That's part of my special needs, guys. I just say things that I shouldn't.
Yeah,
but I need to be embraced by them at one time. 2, maybe 3.
Possibly 4.
Possibly
definitely
4.
In the 3 range you need.
Yeah.
Now, so I'm going to read. Do you mind if I read what was said?
Yeah, do it. I'm looking on there and I can't find it. And
okay.
Also, people are like, what is Reese looking at the other screen? I was trying to look up shit about what we were talking about. Here's my main disclaimer, guys. I worked merch all week. Like not all week, but all weekend. We get there, like I worked all day, came home, worked on the floor, got up at 6, packed my shit, drove to Virginia Beach, got the guys from the airport, set up merch, and worked merch until we played, then worked merch some more, then went to sleep, then worked merch all the next day, then went to sleep, and then worked merch all the next day. And I got to see 2 bands. So fuck all y'all. I was exhausted.
I'm trying to find it. I don't know if it was deleted.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe
I don't know if it got deleted. But
I'm pretty sure I got to.
It was the person who posted it, the name was Anthony Mendoza.
Yeah.
And Anthony Mendoza, so, you know, here's the thing. We have this pretty good community where we all kind of joke. We all go, like me and you, we joke about a lot of stuff. We're self-deprecating in a lot of things. And sometimes I think humor doesn't translate, obviously, when it's typed.
Yes.
I would like to give Anthony Mendoza the benefit of the doubt that he kind of did this rant. And I would like to think that he went on the Pickle and Boot Diabolical Discussion page to kind of do a funny rant that maybe bombed.
Maybe.
You know, maybe. Maybe. I still, like, I still wasn't like going with the special needs thing. That's where I think maybe he was rolling and he was like, you know, oh, I got a good rant going here, kind of tongue in cheek. But that's where, you know, people then started coming back at him.
Yeah.
I think he crossed the line with a lot of people. then people start agreeing with that I was out of line because people wanted to hear more about flooring. And they
Agreed.
They didn't like that I was stifling you.
No, this is the issue that I had, Joe, and I'm not mad at you, but like you'd asked me about something and I was totally exhausted too. So I was not feeding off of what you were saying very well. But like you'd be like, well, did you see any bands? And I'd start trying to talk about like Catbite or this Op Ivy set. And because they were freaking phenomenal. Or, I only saw like those two bands, the whole set. And I saw a couple other. But like, I'd start going and I don't like Catbite. So you can't be like, who else did you see? And I'm like, no one. I hate you. I ate some biscuits and gravy.
As we're 4 years into this podcast, 5 years into this podcast, we're still learning. And I think it's almost like we need safe words. So we need like, okay, seriously. And then the other person can know to not interrupt. Because, I mean, I don't know if you've ever listened back to any of our shows we've ever done.
Yeah.
We constantly interrupt. If I tell a story, you constantly interrupt with funny quips and things like that. We go off on different tangents. That's what this podcast does.
Only you do that.
And so, like, I think we both, we both go down those roads where we go on tangents. We never finish stories. Like, you know what I mean? One out of every 3 stories actually gets finished because we knock each other off the path and then we go down a different path. But so with this one, it got a little nuts on the diabolical discussion because we're a community. We're not going to fight each other about it. We're going to discuss it. We're going to dissect it. We're going to science the shit out of it. And so with the flooring, with all of that, you didn't sit at home. So explain to everybody. Well, you already did.
What?
You didn't sit at home the entire weekend and do floor.
No.
You were working the merch booth.
I was working the merch booth.
You were, did you say you were jet lagged? Wasn't it like a 2-hour?
3-hour drive, but the whole
3-hour drive.
Yeah, but like I worked. This is the thing about the flooring. I've been doing these fucking floors for 2 straight weeks. Like, I go to work and I come home and there's dust everywhere, and I'm trying to put in these floors so I can have a clean house.
Oh,
and it's just like nonstop. Like, look at this. It's sawdust. Like my hair.
Oh, I thought it was dandruff.
Sawdust. Nope. It's my whole body is sawdust now. Everything.
Because there's a whole separate, our Twitch feed right now is talking about how bad your dandruff is. And so you just pointed that out.
Well, that's why I do it, to hide the dandruff. If you're going to wear all black to try and look young and hip, you got to disguise the dandruff by doing woodworking.
Yeah.
No, but like, so I did that. I had been doing it all week, and then straight up, like, did it till like midnight, slept, woke up at 6, drove to the festival, get the guys from the airport, set up all the merch, played a show, did merch, slept for like 8 hours, merch, biscuits and gravy, then merch. And then like saw a couple bands, and then same thing. Like it's just, I don't know. I don't like most of the festivals. A lot of other people from our band like bring people, or there'll be fans that help out and stuff. And Michelle, Kara's daughter, helped out a lot. But like this festival, it seemed like everybody else was having fun, and I was watching merch, which I didn't care about. I'm not complaining. I just was tired. I enjoyed that they had fun, or I like that they enjoyed themselves and had fun. But I saw, and I really saw the 2 bands that I wanted to see was that Op Ivy set and Catbite. I did want to see Mad Caddies, and I missed it.
Yeah.
There you go.
And we talked about it we talked about it on the last cast that neither one of us, we're both like, we do this podcast together. We can like have fun with each other. And I think people see our personalities and think we're this all the time. But we are comfortable in this bubble. So just like with Furnace Fest, I can have story after story of fan interaction. I have story after story of, going with Heidi to like local eateries. But as everybody has it's documented on this podcast, I didn't hang out with other bands.
Yeah.
I didn't, I don't have that bone within me to like go up and just start, hey man, I've listened to you forever and blah, blah. Like, I don't do that. And so similar to you at the Ska Fest, I'm guilty of that. If people came on and wanted to hear like wanted me to regale them with amazing tales of Furnace Fest and bands that I talked to, because I didn't do it either. So I enjoyed Birmingham. We went to Buc-ee's. I mean, we had our Furnace Fest podcast was about me going to Buc-ee's. So, that's just kind of how we are. I understand like people tuned in to like hear about it and stuff like that. But you guys, you also have to realize like who you're dealing with here. Like neither one of us are like, I'm sure you can talk about fans that you talk to at the merch table. I'm sure, fans can talk. Fans are probably having stories like, man, I was able to talk to Reese at the merch booth. But as far as all the other stuff, who in their right mind that listens to this podcast, that has listened to this podcast for more than a couple episodes, would think that Reese Roper and Joe Yerke, if he was invited, would be in the catering tent just rubbing elbows with other bands?
Yeah.
That ain't who we are. It's not who we are.
I mean, you're more gregarious than I am. I can fake it on stage, or like if people come up to the table and stuff, but like we're at work. I have to talk to patients' families. I have to be like, hey, how is this? But I have to write
Craig's
down
dead.
Hey, your grandma? Well, you know how she was in the bed? Well, now she's in a bag.
Now she's in a wooden box.
Yeah. Isn't it crazy how the world is? Yeah.
Remember how your grandma loved peaches and especially like them pureed? Well, we gave her chunk peaches this morning, and she's not your grandma anymore. She's your memory.
You can plant a tree on top of her, though.
Yeah. You should have wrote on her sheet that she needed pureed peaches, not chunk peaches. Good news is,
sometimes that happens.
I heard rumors of retirement money. I don't know. I lost it. Yes.
She redid her will at the last moment. She gave me half and you the other half. Isn't that great news?
But me more 51%.
51.
And she did tell me that because I have it scratched here on this napkin which was funny because it was actually the peaches that I wiped her chin with. But yes. So if people have been listening to this, Anthony Mendoza, you got fired up, buddy. I hope you're calmed down by now. I hope you realize, you know what? It's water under the bridge. I was prodded, and Reese, I apologize to you. I thought my rant to you was going to be taken like, remember the day that we were talking about smoking and tobacco? Yeah, I was going overboard on it because I knew it was getting you. I knew it was winding you up.
Listening back, I was like, oh, he was fucking with me. He was trying to make me go crazy.
So that's what I was trying to do with Ska Fest. I was trying to wind you up, and you weren't being wound up. You were just taking it a different way, and so it bombed on my part. So, again, stepping back. Even for me, I'm like, I can't believe this guy didn't do anything. And so, as far as Ska Fest, so I wound you up. And in doing so, wound me up. But again, I can't blame you for anything. Neither one of us are that personality. Now, if we had Leonore on here, if we brought Leonore, or I'm sure Brad or Andy, I'm sure they have tons of stories that they could tell and bands that they hung with and stuff like that. But that's not you and it's not me. And same with Furnace Fest. If I had Nate on here, Nate would be telling you that he talked to the Callous Doll Boys and he talked to Civ and he talked to, all these other bands, all these hardcore bands that he grew up, loving, or ones that he fell in love with at Furnace Fest. But that wasn't me.
Yeah.
I worked the merch booth. I hung out with Kevin and Pete, and me and Heidi went to like local Birmingham bars and hung out during the day. So everybody just pump the brakes, all right? Everything's fine.
Everything's fine, guys.
Everything's fine. Reese still enjoys doing this podcast. I still enjoy doing this podcast.
Now
Anthony, take a couple of deep breaths, buddy. If you got to DM me. If you need to,
love being in 5 Hour Friends.
if you need to be talked off the ledge, then call me. I'll talk you off the ledge and let you know that everything on the podcast is fine. And now, Reese, I do want to bring up the next thing, because we even talked about this a couple of shows ago.
Yeah.
Where I said, you got to knock off the William Shatner hatred of Star Trek. You need to knock off the 5 Iron Frenzy hatred. And someone like that got picked up. That was another thing that was talked about. I want you to tell the public what you think about your band. Are you embarrassed of your band?
Yes. Yeah. I mean, I'm supposed to pretend like I like them. I love being in 5 Hour Frenzy. It is friendship that will never end, and I love all of our songs, and I love singing them.
You just have a cue card off camera.
I love it. 5 Hour Frenzy gives me meaning and high hope, only to bring joy to the world through it.
Now, seriously though, why do you do 5 Iron? Why do you still do it?
Right? Really? Do you really want to hear the answer on this?
Yeah, I really do.
I mean, like, I feel that, like, the guys in the band are like family to me. So it is like hanging out with my brothers and sister. It seems like it's the shittiest way to hang out with them lately. Like, you don't get very good quality time with anybody. It's good when we have shows where you have to drive, but we don't drive together. We get 3 cars. So whatever car you're with, you get to talk to those people, and that's good. You get to catch up. But it seems like when we play shows like in Denver, everybody's got stuff going on. We can't, you don't really get to catch up at practice.
Because Andy's doing flooring.
Whatever.
Andy's laying brick, and he can't get to the show till...
Andy's out there, he's laying some pipe. But I don't know. It's good for that. And I really have a lot of friends that are fans of our band that I like to hang out with and see. And I like meeting new people. It's just the worst way to meet new people and the worst way to hang out with those fans, like, or friends, anyone. And the worst way to hang out with your friends, like your friends that you're like brothers and sister with. It's like the most awkward thing you can do, where they're gonna make fun of you, and that part I don't enjoy at all. And I don't have time for it. Like, I don't have time to be working on new songs. I'm supposed to be. I don't have time for, I have to use my PTO to go to shows instead of taking a vacation with my family. all that stuff. It's really frustrating and really, I mean, you don't do it. You don't do it. And I know there's a reason. I get your reason.
My reason is everything that you just said.
Yeah.
That's why I don't do it. The insiders, and we're doing a barbecue here at my house in November.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how we catch up, and that's how we keep up, is we try and have get-togethers and stuff like that. But
it's
just
probably
like
1,000 times better than playing a show like for Hangout.
Exactly. Michael, our guitar player, he's a bartender, a mixologist. Michael Lloyd, who lives in Corktown, is a mixologist. Is that what they call it? Mixologist.
Sure.
And
he's into fungus.
Yeah, Among Us. And then he cooks well. So like I love cooking. So like we have that we can talk about. And then Bo has like competitively done barbecue in the past. So like when me and him get together, we talk barbecue. So like to have everybody over for a barbecue and all that stuff, it's just a ton of fun. And that's where we can do that. But I'm not doing all that other stuff. Like you tried to get me to get the insiders to do like weekend stuff.
Yeah.
And everything that you just, excuse me, I just hiccuped and I almost barfed.
That'd be sweet, dude. You're on camera.
I know that would have been awesome. But everything that you just said, Reese, that's why I don't do it. I'm not going to burn my personal time to go do insider stuff. I'm not going to be, you said it perfectly. I'm not going to be in 3 people in a car, 3 people in another car, 2 people in a car. I'm not going to be doing that. I'm 47 years old. I don't want to be doing that. I don't want to be crammed in a car on my days off. Don't want to do it at all. There is nothing fun about that. What's fun is showing up and the 40 minutes that you're on stage, having a great time. You get the ego boost. You get the and for me, it is an ego boost. I'm being honest with everybody. You get that. I'm 47 years old, man. I'm a public servant. You don't get that anymore. So when you kind of get that little nostalgia, you get that little ego boost. People are singing your songs. You're kind of known. That feels great. That feels absolutely great. What's going on? Oh, geez. I'm suddenly watching pornography. There is suddenly hardcore pornography on my screen. Wowzers. I feel like I just stumbled upon some OnlyFans account.
You did.
I just watched 2 people make out. Generously.
I agree with what you're saying. And I think like
OnlyFans or with touring?
Both. You did stumble into my, I sometimes cross my worlds. No, like there's 2 things to what you just said. Is one, I think if I had more time and I could prepare myself better and I was like a better singer, I could sing scales every day and go through the songs and stuff. Didn't have to look at my iPad teleprompter thing that I'm doing. I'd feel better about it. Like I'd get more into the show and I'd be like, this is great. But it's like, I'm so anxious up there. Like every cell in my body hurts. I feel like I'm about to shit myself for most of the set. And there's just this voice in my head that's just like, come on, old man, you gotta do something crazy. You gotta jump off this thing. You gotta do this. And like, that's exhausting.
Yeah. So I don't know why you do it.
Well, then I say all these negative things. Here is the number one most negative thing about being in Fiverr. It is that, like, my band turns 30 next year, and I feel like since before we started, all I wanted was to be in a Christian rock band. Like, I wanted this so badly. And I put everything, like so much into it. I feel that like some other guys in the band, and I don't want to say this mean because I think that this is a very pragmatic approach where they're just like kind of waiting to see what would happen. And then when it happened, they went along with it. But I feel like a couple of us just poured everything into it. And I feel like I never stopped that until this year. Just being like, I'll take any show. I'll do anything. I'll jump off of anything. I'll sing high. I'll do this. You know, like I'll keep working on my lyrics and working on being a better singer, on like doing more stuff on stage, and any show we could take or anything we could do to get further along, just to do this because I loved it and wanted it. And I just feel like something turned off this year where I'm like, I'm just tired of it. I'm tired of wishing for my band to be great instead of like sometimes okay. I don't feel, like we talked about this on the show, how we were the ringer band when Maroon 5 got signed, and Roper was the ringer band when Paramore got signed. Like these bands that are able to pay their bills by doing music, or more so, like pay their jet fuel bills for their private jets. I don't care about that shit, but like I would like to be able to do music for a living, and I can't, and that is heartbreaking. So for me, like I just feel like I'm tired of it. There you go. That's why I hate 5 Hour Frenzy.
Now, is it something that, so again, I know you came to the end of your sentence and put a period on it, but like, is it something that like you've talked about your band? If you're just like, guys, we broke up once, like I want to break up again. I want like a good 5 years of just, because if you like, I look at it, so I'm like a watcher, right? So I'm removed from it. I'm not in 5 Iron. Me and you have spoken to each other weekly for the last 4 years.
Yeah.
And, give or take a week here or there. But, to see you, like, obviously you've gone through divorce. Your kids are older. And with your kids getting older, like, it's so fun when your kids get older and you connect with them on that next level. And that just continues. Your parents have passed. You have, you have your sister in your life. You have all these different things that, like, from somebody on the outside, like, I'm not sitting here trying to talk you into breaking up 5 Hour. I'm just talking to you to be happy Reese. And to me, you have all this stuff, and then you're trying to force 5 Hour. That's how I feel of the insiders. Like, I love people texting me and telling me how much they would love us to do Scalaluya 3. In my mind, I would love to do a few songs for Scalaluya 3 or do something, but it's all the work that you got to put into it. And it's the touring, and it's the doing that. And none of that, it outweighs the creativity. But the negative in this situation outweighs the creativity. That when the insiders started, the positive outweighed, the negative of touring. And it was like you took it because the positives outweighed it. Well, it's the complete opposite at age 47. Like, I don't want to do it. I've traveled. I've done that. The insiders, and here's the difference. The insiders are never going to be invited to Supernova Ska Fest. The insiders, in their heyday, were never as big as 5 Iron and never as big as the Supertones. Why on God's green earth in 2024 are we going to have a resurgence and suddenly we're gonna get a Billboard top 20 song. Like, it's not gonna happen. So I feel like insiders would be in this nostalgia. Like, again, I'm going kind of off on another tangent, like with vinyl. Oh, I get, a bunch of DMs in my social medias about how the insiders need to do vinyl. The thing is, those people are the only people that would buy it. So 20 DMs sound like a lot, or 10 DMs sound like a lot, but that would be 10 people who would buy the vinyl. Like, the insiders are never going to be anything ever again, other than a nostalgic piece for somebody to be able to tell their kids, like, hey, this is who I rocked out with in my youth group.
Yeah.
And I want to take my kids to it. And that's awesome. And that's a great thing. But it's a great thing when the opportunity is there. So we played Grand Rapids. People came to it. We played Furnace Fest. People came. But as far as like multiple times a year and stuff like that, I'm not doing it. It's just for nostalgia, not doing it. Listen to a CD. You know what I mean? Like, I'll tell you, I'll sit here and talk to you about all this stuff. Any single person who hears my voice right now, hit me up. I will FaceTime you. We can talk about stuff. I will do whatever you need me to do. I'll chit chat with you for 5-10 minutes. As long as I ain't busy, we could chit chat about stuff. I have no problem with that. But as far as coming to your city and playing a show, I don't want to do it anymore. As far as writing new stuff, I have zero creativity. Can't do it. Don't want to do it. So the parallel, the weak parallel that I'm drawing between the two of us, I put myself in your shoes and I stopped all that, and I'm happier for it.
Yeah. I think I know that this feeling that I've had, it's never been that strong as it is now, that I'm just like, dude, I don't want to do this, because it's still there. I still want to make another album. I just been doing floors, and Scott has written 4 or 5 songs, and I'm supposed to just sit down and write music, or to write lyrics and melody. But I'm struggling with it. I feel like I have, what I tell the guys in the band is I have the yips. We should talk about this on another podcast, but like, the yips is like a repetitive thing that baseball players get where they can't pitch right, or they can't. Yeah. I have it. There's like some psychological block to writing songs. I'm gonna send you a podcast. Mm-hmm.
And it was Mike Rowe, from Dirty Jobs. I told you about his podcast. He had an author on one of his shows, and they talk about writer's block and how to beat it.
Okay.
And I was literally driving in the car, and I was like, that is genius.
Okay.
It never made me want to pick up the pen and do it, but I was like, that is absolute genius. And I'm going to send it to you.
Send it to me. But like, I mean, that excites me just because I feel like I have things to say. I want to write new music. I really don't want to have to practice new songs and play them.
Yeah, exactly.
It's so, like, there's nothing more anxiety inducing in our set than playing the new songs. Nothing. Like,
yeah.
And the other thing is, like, when I wrote most of our songs in the old days, we started out, when we started X Matter, I was the rhythm guitar player, and we were just like kind of chugging around, like Micah and his brother and Keith and I, and just be like, dude, this sounds good. This is like metal. This sounds like how you make music. And then got to the discussion of who's going to sing, and I could kind of like fake James Hetfield singing. So I was like, well, I can sing like this. And I tried it, and they're like, yep, you're the singer. And then I could not. I suck at guitar, by the way. So they probably were just like, good, get this guy off guitar. But then I became a singer, and like when we started 5-Iron, I had gotten better.
Wait, did you say singer or swinger?
It's both. A little bit of both, guys. A little bit of both. I'm the greatest swinger. Greatest
this
swinger
upside
ever.
down pineapple here, ladies. Hey-oh.
I want to be embraced by 2 large ladies. Is he
Nobody
good?
realized, like 3 episodes ago, I was wearing a shirt that had upside down pineapples all.
I didn't realize that, Joe.
Yeah. I thought somebody would make a comment. Nobody did.
But yeah, when we started 5-Iron, we added horns, and I could sing. I was like, this is how ska sounds. This is how punk sounds. And then the horns took my range. Like, they took my normal singing range, just playing. And there was no like, hey, man, play around this. Or don't play when the guy's singing. Like, we weren't that far advanced. So then when we were dicking around with songs, I would just start singing higher. And I was like, man, I can sing really high. And it just kept going. So in 5-Iron, like, that kind of developed where I sang high. I would like start in a normal register, and then we'd get to a chorus and it would just go up. And that was like really a device at first for me to get out of the way of the horns. And then it became kind of our sound, like that's how I sing. I sing high. And when I was really singing high, I was belting out and it sounded better. So I became a better singer that way. But now, here I am, 51 years old, drinking all this Don Q. And it's hard. It is like, if I quit drinking, period. Like, if I stop drinking, probably stop drinking coffee, which would kill me because I love coffee in the morning. And like, cut out caffeine. Like, these guys that are still singing in their 70s and 80s, they have to stop all this stuff, and then I'd have to work at it. I have to do like an hour of scales every day. And then I'd be a good singer again. But instead, I'm like chugging Fireball on stage, anxious, hating it.
Yeah.
And so, I don't know. Like, when we make albums, I can belt it out because we're just doing this. Okay, sing that word. All right, do that phrase again. It's just that,
Yeah.
That's different. Like, I still have the desire to do that. And I have the desire to play. It's just so heartbreaking to be in this band because you're just like, oh, cool, we got 12 shows this year. And it's like, then next year, is it going to be worse? Probably. Are people going to care more? It's not. I feel like I have been the one in the band that has been on all the time. Come on, guys, let's try harder. Let's do better on stage. Let's keep going. Let's do this. And different guys in the band will cycle through where they're just like caring more. Andy, I don't think has ever stopped caring. He's always just been on.
I bet Sonny just turns it off all the time because Sonny's a piece of crap.
Dude, what's crazy about Sonny is like, he is always on, but he's also acknowledged that nobody in the band is gonna like light their fire. So he just is like, he's slowly become this really freaking amazing guitar player, bought all his own gear, like has all this amazing gear, can do anything, and then just stands behind the horns and keeps his head down because he knows it's not going to go anywhere.
Oh, Sonny is so good. I love that fella. I talk to him like once or twice a year, but if it's been like a year since we've talked or text, it's like you just pick up right where you left off.
Yeah, he's sending you dick pics.
Oh, I wish.
Oh, man. He sends you pictures of that guy with the enormous penis. How many times does he send you fake things and like, here, open this, and then you're like, oh, it's a penis. Thanks, Sonny.
You're like, oh, a black orchid blooming. It only happens once a year. Oh! Oh, dear heavens.
Yeah.
And then someone's getting smacked across the face with something.
Yep.
Yeah.
God bless him.
Good old Sonny. Hey, God bless Sonny and his real family values. You know? All right, people. We're bringing this to an end. We gave you more time because we thought, you know what? You were mad from last week. We riled y'all up. We got y'all fired up for no reason.
Got you.
So this week we're like, let's give them 15 more minutes. So it's a freebie, but you got 15 more minutes. So Anthony Mendoza, all you other people that got all upset and everything like that, just pump the brakes. See that everything's okay. There's still another, we still came out this week with an episode. Oh, here's the thing, though. Next 2 weeks, I'm gone.
Yeah. I've already decided who I'm going to have on as a special guest.
Perfect. So the next 2 weeks,
Kara's
I'm
dog,
gone.
Mika.
Okay.
You go, who's a good girl? Who's a good girl? She likes that. When you say that.
Kara or Mika?
Both.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, it's seeing the intense game of tonsil hockey that I was witness to about 12 minutes ago was something. If people aren't watching the YouTube video, or people that do watch the YouTube video of this and walk away to go make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich and come back, they're going to think that their computer went onto some site that they shouldn't have been on.
Right, and they got to clear their browser history yet again.
They'd be like, what's it? This dude looks like Reese Roper. And
Yeah.
some young lady, some fair-skinned young lady that he is just, giving her an oral, cavity check.
Suppository.
Well,
Is that a thing?
I was going more for the mouth, but
Yeah, okay.
all right, you guys. So that's that. Pickle and Boot Shop is still going strong. So screw all your haters. Do the kids still say haterade?
I think you just coined
Yeah.
that, Joe. That's new.
So all you haters drinking all that haterade, keep chugging because we're back.
Word up, fresh homies.
We're back, and we're not going anywhere. Except I'm going somewhere the next 2 weeks. But other than that, we're not going anywhere.
Here to stay, except for a couple times a year when
We're not here to stay.
Yeah.
And then listen to the Pickle Home Companion podcast. Support those fellas. Ladies, fire some up. We need a ladies podcast that we can put out as well.
Yeah.
We need a ladies podcast that critiques the Pickle Home Companion podcast. Ladies, get something going. We want to be able to pump that out.
Ladies, try harder. That's what Joey's saying.
For Pete's sake, all I see on the discussion page is somehow we are against women or something. We're not. My mom's a woman. How can I be against? And so make a podcast. You hook up with people in this community. Try and figure something out. You hook up with people in your community. Do a podcast. And yeah.
Piece of pizza.
Save for the squids. Moose. Put that pickle in your pants. Get some booze inside your hands. Put that pickle in your pants. Get some booze inside your hands.
1996, we start this.